Hi, welcome Who Dat Nation. This is No Cap No Filter Saints. I'm your host Marley G, and I'm gonna go ahead on and talk about the recent breaking news. Basically, Dennis Allen is sticking with Pete Carmichael. He said they're gonna have to fix the problem, but firing Pete Carmichael or changing the play caller is not the plan. So I feel like Dennis Allen is an ultimate mastermind. He sets things up and put things in place just in case if things go right, he could get the praise. But if things go wrong, he has the ultimate scapegoat. Smart people, ladies and gentlemen, we know we got to cut off the head to have all these problems fixed. And the head is Dennis Allen. But to people like Mickey Loomis, who probably want the continuity going and probably want the loyalty and the friendship to Dennis Allen going, he's going to look at Pete Carmichael as the scapegoat. And that's just what Dennis Allen wants. You know, when things didn't go right last year, the scapegoat was also Pete Carmichael, but the other scapegoat was the injuries. Me personally, I felt like injuries did play a part in our season last year. It did. But at times you could just see Pete Carmichael taking off his playmakers off the field in crucial moments of the game. Third downs, goal lines, 2nd and 10, running the ball. All these things are still happening again, people. Crazy screen plays where they run into the short side of the field and not the wide side of the field. Having routes where the wide receivers are doing similar routes right next to each other. Having routes where we're not trying to get the first down, but probably trying to catch them off guard with a big bomb. Yeah, that worked the first 2 games in the clutch moments of the game, but it's not going to work every game. Instead of just going for the 5 yards for the first down, we try to get a big ticket, big play. And then when we have like a 3rd and 9, we're throwing slants for 4 yards. I think that Pete Carmichael try to outsmart people, and it's just not working. Like he think, okay, well, this is what they think we're gonna do, but we're gonna do this, so therefore this probably work. It's the odds are it probably work because they ain't gonna see this coming. But people still seeing it coming. It's film on Pete Carmichael for 2 years. Well, this year and last year. And just like the Carlton Davis play where he made that play on Callaway last year, I seen that coming. We knew that was coming. Yeah, Pete Carmichael was the play caller that 1 year when Sean was suspended, but man, you had Drew Brees at the helm. You had a good O-line at the helm. Like Drew Brees, like that's how special he was. Even if players knew it was coming, Drew Brees could scan the field and get to his 2nd and 3rd read very, very fast, abnormally fast. Not like, just any quarterback. That's what made him special. Because if any quarterback could do it, how special would Drew be? Not only that, he could thread the needle with pinpoint accuracy and get the ball out very fast. So all I'm saying is, when he was calling those plays that year, it's very easy to still be successful when you got a Hall of Fame quarterback under center in his prime. Let's not forget, Drew Brees still had an arm and everything back then. So the field wasn't condensed like it was in his later years where he couldn't push the ball downfield. So, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared for another incompetent offensive year. Now, if things do turn around, I don't know what they can turn around. Like, are they going to implement more routes in the middle of the field? Because we don't attack the middle of the field. We don't use our tight ends for nothing. We kept Pete Carmichael when he didn't want the job in the first place. Like when somebody shows you something or tells you who they are, you need to believe them. We kept P. Carmichael, who didn't want the job in the first place, but we fired the tight ends coach. Now, guess what unit is doing bad this season? The tight end room. And we got Jawan Johnson, Foster Monroe, and Jimmy Graham. Even had other tight ends that were pretty good too, but they didn't make the team. So all I'm saying is Dennis Allen is preparing himself to have the downfall all put on Pete Carmichael when the downfall should be him for putting him in the position in the first place. That's the type of manipulator Dennis Allen is. That's the type of head coach he is. Just like last season. Jameis Winston should never started week 2 and week 3, furthering himself with even more injuries. It should have been Andy Dalton. But since we lost those games, we're having an injured quarterback out there starting in the first place, that could be the scapegoat. And that may have been the scapegoat for this game right here with Derek Carr. Because Derek Carr was kind of selling some balls. Me personally, I think his arm was kind of fine to be playing. Me personally. But a lot of people feel like a lot of the balls he threw was kind of selling, and, you know, it was probably due to the injury he had with his arm. Me personally, I felt like it was the play calling more than anything. And I think it was the offensive line. A lot of people think, yeah, the offensive line played better. Yes, they have. But that's not saying much compared to what their floor was the first 3 games. Because I seen a lot of free runners. I seen a lot of the Buccaneers players in the backfield. I seen a lot of time we didn't have much time. But the times that we did have time, Derek Carr wasn't getting the ball out. And I'm pretty sure somebody was open. It just seemed like he holds on to the ball so they could get that much more separation for the big play instead of just throwing to them when they open in the first, you know, few seconds. But since we got this news, we was all hoping that, you know, it was gonna be some breaking news that Pete Carmichael was stepping down or Pete Carmichael was fired. We was all hoping for that news, ladies and gentlemen, but we're not going to get that news. We're just going to, you know, keep the same thing going and hoping that things will change. Hopefully we get that news, and hopefully it don't be too late before it does change. Now, our next game, we play the Patriots. They rookie star cornerback, he has a dislocated shoulder that he had to pop back into place. I'm not sure if he's going to play, but I will pencil him in as playing. They pass rusher, they start pass rusher, Judo, he's definitely not playing. So, you know, that's a break for us. Plus, we probably get Ruiz back. So, we get an offensive lineman back, and they get somebody in their front 7 who's one of the better pass rushers in the league that's not going to be playing. So, if we don't win this game, then I don't know what to say. Because they offensive playmakers on their side of the ball are very, very mediocre to below average. So our defense should really take care of business. But on offense, without their pass rusher playing, we should at least be able to put up 20 points. We're going to see, though. But we didn't get that news that we was hoping for, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to have to just, you know, thug it out for the rest of the season and just see what's going to happen. I predicted this team to have a ceiling of 12-5. And I predicted this team to have a floor of 10-7. And I thought the team was going to go 11-6. But it's looking like we might go 10-7. I wouldn't be surprised if we go 9-8 and miss the playoffs by 1 game. But that's Dennis Allen and that's Pete Carmichael for you. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, ladies and gentlemen. And like, comment, subscribe, and share. Who that?